Hello again, it's Ian and Jane do the Edinburgh Fringe, day 12, show 2. That was at 2:15 this afternoon. We've had a full day so far. We've got more to do, and we're only just getting a chance to record our reviews now. This was a show that I went on my own. Jane didn't fancy it because she thought.
Erroneously, I have to say.
This was Meet by Elle Dillon-Reams, and we went to see her other show, which is on alternate days. So we saw HoneyBEE yesterday and gave it 5 stars. I thought it was brilliant. I actually wanted to see the other show, and I agree with Jane to some extent. It seemed like it was going to be a very similar show. I have to say it wasn't. And I also found out by meeting up with Rob, who from The Last Flapper, hi Rob and Catherine, said hi to both of them. And Rob had told me that actually Elle had wanted to bring Meet, but she was asked to bring HoneyBEE, and that's why she's doing them on alternate days. Okay, so this is right to the end of the Fringe, to the 28th, but it's every other day. We'll more about that in a bit. I'll read you the bit about what the Fringe reviews, Fringe website said. So it's: Meet is an electrifying roar of fury, a rallying cry of protest and unifying celebration of strength packed with heroism and heart. A playful and poignant exploration of identity, written by multi-award winning Elle Dillon-Reams, the Scotsman's best newcomer, and it talks about HoneyBEE. I have to say, Jane not wanting to go and see this, having read that almost tells you, for me, nothing about the show.
No, and
I quite get why you didn't go. I have to say this, I think it's probably the best thing I've seen this year. It was a tour de force. It's challenging. I mean, we had I'm assuming it's slightly autobiographical. That's an assumption, but Elle may tell us whether it is or it isn't. But certainly from a piece of work, I mean, we start with Elle as an 8-year-old girl, then she's 13, then she's an adult, and we go through elements of sexual abuse and periods, and and there are. It sounds incredibly depressing, but actually it isn't. I mean, Elle's performance is absolutely breathtaking. I mean, it's funny, it's poignant, it's heartbreaking, and I don't really want to say too much about it. I think both me and Rob, we were sat together. Looked like I was in tears, and I think Rob was as well. We just, at the end of the show, there is 5 minutes for you just to sit there or do what you want, really. And literally, Rob and I did just sit there for about 2 or 3 minutes and didn't speak. We were absolutely mesmerized. We were just, it was an incredible piece of work,
Yeah, I was asking Ian about it when he'd only just sort of come out, and we were waiting to see somebody, and Ian was trying to describe some of the some of what had happened, and I hope you don't mind.
No, I don't mind you saying so.
But Ian started to cry.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I can't go. I don't want to go into details about the sexual abuse element of it, and it's not a big part of it, but it's an element of it. And that was absolutely heartbreaking, and I'm getting a bit emotional now, actually. I mean, no, I'm quite happy to.
No, well, I'm not asking. All I was going to from it. That's what I witnessed. Yeah. From my perspective, it really affected Ian. I
think this is a really important. I mean, I think Elle is an incredible talent. she's on our radar now, so I will be looking. And I spoke to her at the end, and I said, if there's whenever you're doing anything, no matter where it is, let us know, because we can help to post things, on the channel or whatever. But actually, if she's in London, we may be able to come down and see other things that she does. Yeah. I just think she's an incredible talent, really. And
well, we obviously talked about HoneyBEE yesterday.
And there are elements. Sorry, I did interrupt. I know I was told not to interrupt you sorry, I did interrupt you, but only because there are elements of Elle's delivery which will resonate with HoneyBEE, but it's not the same show.
Yeah. Well, that's not. Sorry. All I was going to say was that obviously we talked about HoneyBEE, and had we been here, because it alternates, that means that the next time I could have seen Meet, because I wish I had gone to see it now. Would be Thursday, and sadly we've gone.
Yeah,
so I can't see it. But it may be here next year. There may be an opportunity for me to see it during the year.
Yeah, and I can't, and like I say, some of the elements of it are quite depressing. But Elle's delivery is so strong. And she will break out of character and talk to. I mean, she had us doing things within the audience. So there's a little bit of our audience participation, but in a non-threatening way, really. Like she did in HoneyBEE to some extent. There was a bit of audience participation in that, but and so the way that she interacts with you as an audience is actually lovely. It really is, So, I'm going to say in terms of stars, it's a 5-star show. It's another 5-star show. So,
and can I just say that why? I mean, obviously we don't know the basis of this, but when Ian was talking about it, I just remember that in HoneyBEE, Elle did very specifically say, "I am not Kate."
Yeah.
And apparently she didn't
say that here.
But we don't know, and hopefully we'll get a response about that.
I mean, the influence of when we came to the sexual abuse, and she talked about superheroes, and she said that her superhero was a woman who helped her when she was in this situation, and she talked as though that actually happened. Now, like I say, we don't know, and Elle may tell us, but and that was what was particularly moving. And it's things that we've seen. Part of it made me think of the self-esteem song, where the business of young women having to she talked about Wolf as well, actually, about howling when in that sort of situation with men, because there's nothing a predatory man would think more than this woman is deranged. And there was elements of that made me think of that particular song. If you listen to Self-Esteem, you'll know which song I'm talking about. I just thought it was amazing, really. 5 stars. If I could give 10, I would. I think it is the best thing I've seen, and we've seen some absolutely brilliant theatre this year. And I'm really pleased that I was able to go today. So it's on every alternate day at the Pleasance Courtyard, Bunker 1, at 2:15. So today was the...
Basically, it's as we... it is, not as we understand it, it is. So every even day, i.e. 22nd, 24th, 26th, 28th, it's Meet, and every odd day, so 23rd, etc., it's HoneyBEE.
It's HoneyBEE, and go see both. I would recommend you go and see both, because they're different pieces of theatre. Absolutely amazing. So thanks very much for watching. We've got another show to review now, and then we're going to go and see a show in a bit. So we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.